Oh my goodness, there I am. I bet a lot of you people feel that way when I pop up on the screen. Well, oh, that's the dryer. I gotta go do clothing. Oh, it's terribly hard. The hardest part is bending down into the dryer because I've fallen into it a couple of times. I'm not allowed to use the stove, and Ron wants to put in wall ovens because my back is so bad that I bent over one time to pick up a lasagna that I was making, right over top of it, right into the stove. Ron wasn't too pleased with me. Of course, sometimes he's just not. But anyway, that's really neither here nor there. My whole point today, the thing I want to get to is the other day I got really upset and really emotional over something that was just a total misunderstanding. I appreciate very deeply what people do for me, and I'm not stupid. I know people have to do a lot for me. I'm my back's a wreck. I can't lift. I can't tote. I can't I can't dig the ditches anymore. I did it when I was younger. Maybe that's why it's so bad. I don't know. But the fact is, I got really upset and cried my eyes out, and I shouldn't have. I should have talked to the person involved and tried to understand where they were coming from in that. All right, so let's just slide that issue off the table. What else should we discuss right now? Because we got a few minutes. Ron's out doing things. He's buying new stuff for Home Depot and that for the house. He's trying to rebuild this disaster. And James is sleeping, and the cats aren't bothering me for once. So, we have a few minutes. What would you like to talk about? Well, I'm starting watching this. I like this news channel, Young Turks, because they tend to say what's on their mind and not get too bogged down into, well, we can't do that or we can't do that. They say what's on their mind, and then if they have to correct it, they do. Seriously thinking about seeing if I can find a way in my budget to put it into, a subscription. But anyway, because we don't have cable in that, we had to cut all that stuff out. But anyway, didn't miss it either because, with YouTube and everything, my God, there's so much out there you couldn't watch it all if you had to. But I'm watching this Young Turks thing on this guy, Sam Harris, and he claims they maligned him, just said bad things about him, and they really didn't. I watched the first episode just to make sure that I had a background in it, and I've watched him on other programs, and I'm not a fan of his because he has an agenda, which we kind of all do. I mean, I have an agenda towards gay rights and equal rights and same sex marriage and all that stuff, but I'm open about it. But he's not. And I've heard him say some things that I just can't agree with. So now the newscaster here is giving him 3 hours. Say anything he wants. And all he wants to do is nitpick at the newscaster. And the newscaster's like frustrated. He's going, come on, let's talk about all this stuff. And this Sam Harris is just like, well, you're being unfair to me. And he says, we haven't even started yet. How am I unfair? Well, because your prior stuff is still up online. And the newscaster says, well, you just maligned a dozen different people, and they're going to come after me to take it down, and I'll refuse because that's your opinion. So how am I being unfair to you? Unless I'm unfair to them also, you know. But quite frankly, this Sam Harris character, and I know there's people out there that really appreciate him and like him, but seems kind of like a whiny little kid to me, quite frankly, you know. All right, so let's go on to something else. What's new and interesting in my life? Well, um, my life's good, I mean, as far as it can be. My health is holding. I haven't caught the bug that Jamesy had, and Ron and I are doing good, and so everything's good. Now we did have some construction material that almost fell over on the cats. They knocked it over. They were playing and they knocked it over on themselves. But luckily, the hallway was short enough that when it all fell down, it didn't hit them. So I made the two boys this morning get up and take that stuff out of there. I made them take it out last night, actually. I was so dang angry. I got up out of bed and I said, I'm not having this. I warned you guys about that before. And they all said, well, we'll do it in the morning. I said, ain't nobody sleeping tonight till those things are moved. And they did. Yeah. Sometimes the queen bee gets to put her foot down. Anyway, let's see. What else is going on here? Well, everything seems to be pretty good. We're soon going to go into season. It's getting that time where the people that don't live here year round like we do come flocking in. And for the most part, they're pretty decent people. I got to tell you, I like them. I like the stories. I like meeting them and hearing about them and just being friendly. Now Ron don't like it because sometimes it gets on his nerves that he's trying to do other things, drive in and out of this place, and there's all these people walking down the center of the road and they ain't got the brains God gave a gopher. They won't get out of the road. Now I had that happen when I had the big truck. Road's so dang narrow that I got both sets of tires in the grass trying to get down through there, and this guy coming at me with a bicycle. I just stopped. I mean, where was I supposed to go? Well, he falls off his bike and he shakes his fist at me and that. And the next thing I know, 3 hours later, I have a police officer sitting on my doorstep. And he says, sir, can I talk to you for a minute? And I said, yeah. He says, the guy down the street says you hit him with your truck. Really? Well, I didn't, but you're welcome to look at the truck. He says, I already looked at the truck. There's not a scratch on it. And he says, and the guy is pretty well toasted. I said, well, this is a retirement park. People in their 60s, 70s, 80s, they drink a lot. He says, well, you didn't do anything wrong. And he says, I'm going down there and tell them they can't file a false police report. And I said, well, I thank you for that. But I said, I got a question for you because I do have this huge dually, which I needed to, it was the biggest non-commercial vehicle you could buy. And I said, a lot of times when I'm driving around here, I'm nervous about all the people in that. And he says, well, sir, you're not required to get off the road. But by the same token, you can't run them over. And I said, well, God forbid, I don't want to run them over. But I said, I have nowhere else to go. The only thing I can do is come to a complete stop. And he said, that's the right thing to do. So he went down there and tore them all a new one and all that stuff. And cheap fire, I'm wandering down memory lane here. You know what? I really don't have anything to say. I'm having a good day. I'm happy. Let's see. I wish there was something I could pontificate about, but politics, well, I've already put all that on my blog. And all of you who come here know how much I love you. And I really do. I'm excited about you. And I had a wonderful person today send me a song. Ron and I both sat here. Well, actually, he sat here at the computer. I was over there at the washer and dryer. And the song just kind of got right into you. You know what I'm saying? But I I love all the things I get. Some people send me funny stuff to post. Some people send me uh, um, songs. Like this particular one was what they call deep blues, soul music. Some people send me Native American music, which I really love. You know, Ron and I are big into the Native American stuff. Uh, Not that we understand it all, but we're trying. Um, so, what I'm trying to say here is if you got something you want to share, just send it to me. And if you think that you'd like it posts, well, ask me. I'm not above posting things people send me, because sometimes they're better than what I can find. Alrighty, well, I got a kitty cat here, Emperor Sir Waddle's butt. Come on. Yes, come on. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. See, now I call him that, and you wonder why. Because he's got a little thing where he likes to lead me down the hallway, because we have a long hallway for our bedroom. And he likes to lead me out to the kitchen where his treaties are kept. I keep a stash back there behind me, as you can see up on that shelf. But he likes to lead me out there. And, well, he's older. He's about what? I don't know, maybe 12, 15 years old now. We rescued him from a shelter. They didn't know really how old he was. But anyway, when he walks, he kind of waddles like that. And I got to calling him Sir Waddle's butt. Nobody else dares, 'cause he'll take into him. He don't back up from nothing. We have a young kitten here that's about 3 years old, and even that cat backs off when Sir Waddle's butt gets a little upset. But anyway, guys, I love you. I thank you for coming to my blog. I thank you for everything you want, and please keep sending those comments. Keep doing what you're doing. If you got something you want to tell me, because sometimes I'm not right. I'm not one of those people that thinks everything I say is gospel. Because let me tell you, sometimes I'm as far out in left field as you can get. They can't even see the ball coming from where I'm at. But anyway, you know what? The whole thing is to love life. Have a good time. Enjoy it. Be good to the others around you. Bless nature. If you see something in distress, help it. I don't care what it is. We have possums around here, and you gotta be careful with possums. They'll dig under your house, tear your whole AC system apart. What do we kill them? No, 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 no. We have live traps. We trap them. We take them away. Why, 3 years ago, a lady called me and she said, "Scotty, I need your help." And I said, what do you need? She says, "I can't come outside." And I said, "Well, why can't you come outside?" She says, "Because there's a gator under my car right here next to the door." And I said, "Well, don't call me. I'm not coming over." But yeah, we do have gators that walk through. We've had bears. Oh, one of the best summers, we had a one of the Florida Panthers used to come and lay on our yard, just our front yard. Don't know why, you know. And he used to lay there. He did that for a whole summer. I don't, or he or she or whatever. I don't know. But they're gone. Um, and we had a puma one day just walk right down the road. I say puma because that's the northern term. I think they call them something else here, lynx or whatever, but they're a smaller cat with a real long tail, but not a house cat, size of good size of dog. Well, I'm going to let you go because I'm rambling on and I really don't have a thing to say. Hugs and lots of loves. Keep sending in the comments. Let me know what you think. I appreciate it.